What also makes us feel good is talking about comic book stuff here on Cruise Control. And then we got an official big announcement that came forward just recently. It happened when we were live, yes, on Monday. So we're talking about it now. It's a good time to talk about it because we've been talking about Superman Legacy. What's happened with Superman? What's happened to DC moving forward? And we've been asking who's going to be the next Supergirl. And now we have that answer. And that leads me to our feature story of the night. So Deadline put it out there that they had officially cast Supergirl for DC's new world where James Gunn has been creating. And for this universe, they're saying, well, there's a rumor, like, oh, it's a rumor, House of the Dragon actress Millie Alcock's going to be cast as Supergirl. And everyone's like, oh, is that true? And then James Gunn ran online and said, it is accurate, it's happening. She was my very first pick, he said. He actually told Peter Safran at times where they were talking about what we do with Supergirl. He was like, well, I would love her. He said he was watching House of the Dragon, and he fell in love with her, and he was like, this is her. This is totally her. And then, of course, it went to casting, back and forth. She auditioned, and she got the part. Now, the reason why we're finding about this news now, because Supergirl's a long ways away, it's because she's going to be in Superman Legacy. And we just talked about how Batman won't be there, but Supergirl will be there. And James Gunn was breaking it down. He said, in our series, we see the difference between Superman and how he spent his whole life on Earth and raised by loving parents from the time he was an infant. And then you have Supergirl, who didn't. She was raised on a rock, he said, just a chip, it's a piece of Krypton floating around in space, and she watched everyone she knew be killed off in terrible ways in their first 14 years of her life.
That sucks.
And then she comes to Earth, Mike, and then she sees what the fuck Kal-El's gone through, and she's like, what the fuck? But I mean, it's a lot. Then she comes to Earth, and she's like a young girl, and she sees a different world than what Kal-El went through, and she has to deal with that. And he said that she's much more hardcore. She's not exactly the Supergirl that we're used to seeing in every adaptation we've had of her. And there's been a lot of backlash online about this, guys. A lot of backlash, because people are saying, what about Sasha Calle? You know, what about her? She was great in The Flash. They were saying that she should be being Sasha, she should have a chance. So people going back and forth being like, oh, she got canceled just like The Flash. People are saying, well, you know, I guess she's the DCEU Supergirl, and so since that's done, we have to do somebody else, even though she had one performance only. And here's what I say. Again, this is a big reboot. I don't think you're going to see anybody from that franchise, that universe, in this universe. James Gunn starting from scratch. So I think even though if you like her performance in that movie, there was no way she was going to be cast as Supergirl again. And she knew that too. She said it. She in multiple interviews being like, I love this character. I had a great time doing it, but I kind of know this is the end. So I think the backlash, I get it. I understand it. And they're like, well, you know, her ethnicity and her, you know, her character, the way she played it. There's a lot of people saying like they should have been pushing for her. But again, it's a new franchise. And they're like, she should have been the first person that he was going to. Well, no, because he's starting over again. He's starting over again. And I'm excited to see what she brings. I did like her in House of the Dragon. I thought she did a good job. And I think that her character, again, people were asking for her to come back because she's only in the first half, and they make her character age up quite a bit in the second half of the first season. And so then she was just gone, playing Rhaenyra, playing Targaryen. And for me, this is good for her. She didn't even know what was happening. She didn't know about all this shit. She was like doing stuff on social media, like posting like walkthroughs of her house with some random guy, like for a YouTube show recently. Like she had no idea. Like, I mean, there was a video about it. I'm like, what the hell is this? But you know, anyways, it could have been me doing it. That's all I can say. It could have been me doing it. But honestly, now she is Supergirl, and she's cast because she will be in Superman Legacy. What do we think about Australian-born actress coming forward to be the new Supergirl in the DCU? I'm going to go to Sean first because I know Sean is just itching at the bit. You usually make him wait, but not tonight. Sean, what do you think? Is this good casting for Supergirl? Are you excited to see her coming into Superman Legacy like this, or do you think that this is too soon, too fast, and too many characters in one movie when James Gunn needs to just focus on, you know, one character and let it grow from there? How do you feel about it?
I am a little concerned that this is too much too soon. I understand the need or the want to kind of introduce a bunch of things and say, look at this extended universe we get to play in, and we get to see all these other characters everywhere else. I just think it's way too much this at first. I hope that she does not have a major role in Superman Legacy. I will say this, from what I know, having watched her in House of Dragon, I thought she was fantastic in that. I think she could do great. If the story that they are telling is what has been reported about it being the woman of tomorrow, I think it's a great introduction to Supergirl's story. They have always Supergirl as a character has always gotten kind of that, like just second banana treatment to Superman. But her origin that you touched on, Brian, is just, amazingly more darker than I think the character ever gets portrayed as, right? It's, even when you think back to the New Adventures of Superman, that the animated show that came out alongside the Batman show, right? Like, she was some peppy, she had a short skirt and she was running around and in high school and joking around and stuff. This girl saw her planet explode, saw everyone else die, and then was said, hey, we're sending you ahead so that you can be the protector of Kal-El. You have to be steel yourself and train yourself and make yourself strong so that when you arrive where Kal-El is, that because he's just going to be a baby, he needs your help. He needs your guidance in growing up. And what happens doesn't happen for her, right? Her pod goes completely different, and she ends up on this alien planet and tries to understand, what am I going to do now? My purpose, my whole mission that I was training for, all these years of understanding what my purpose was to protect Kal-El, and now I can't do it because I don't know where the hell I am and what is going on. Like, she has a major identity crisis in this story, and it's really interesting to say. It was one of my favorite books the past couple of years that came out of Superman. I will say I do think it's disappointing that people aren't just celebrating this casting and yet using it as a way to flame James Gunn again, right? Like, we all knew that Sasha Calle was not going to come back for this. The Flash fell in that really weird window of, we know James Gunn was announced to take over DCU, but oh shit, we still have these movies that we want people to care about, right? And so, like, it really shortchanged it. She did a fantastic job as Supergirl. Like, she did amazing in the Flash movie. One of the strongest pieces of that movie was her portrayal of Supergirl. Yeah. And she had her time, and it was great. And I think that she's got a great career ahead of her of doing, hopefully, some more stuff. I saw some tease of, like, hey, she could make a good Catwoman. I don't know. Look it up. We'll see. But again, Supergirl being cast is great news. If they really stick to it and make the Woman of Tomorrow the story for it, I think is going to be great. And hopefully she isn't just some, like, teaser end clip in Superman Legacy.
Sean, can you answer this question? I don't know the answer to this question. Isn't Wonder Woman supposed to be the actual woman counterpart to Superman?
So it's separate, right? So Supergirl is essentially what is supposed to be Superman's protector, right? So Supergirl was created. She's the cousin of Kal-El to protect. I think cats are fighting outside the room. That's not good. Yes, she. So her whole role was to be protector and provider of teaching him the Kryptonian ways. She didn't get to do that, so she's really lost as, like, what is her purpose? What is her role? She doesn't need to protect Kal-El anymore. Wonder Woman was the counterpart, but also from it's an alien in a strange world, right? Like the Themyscira and the Amazons and mythology. A lot more mythology and magic is baked into Wonder Woman's myth. Technically, she's a being of clay. Did you know that? There you go.
Nope.
Take that one.
No,
home.
I did not.
There you go. But Supergirl, Superman's cousin, supposed to be a protector. That didn't work out, and so she's always kind of been treated as just like she'll show up and she's easily misguided because she's just really doesn't really have a good sense of who she's supposed to be. Yeah,
and it sounds like they're gonna make her kind of like that though too.
I think so. Yeah. If again, read Woman of Tomorrow, from Tomorrow or whatever. I can't remember the name. Tom King did a fantastic job with it. There's also a really good run that they did of Supergirl back when it was Superman Batman. This is the New 52, so this is even pre-New 52. So this is 10, 15 years ago at this point, probably. Look it up. There's some good stories out there. Not a ton. Because, again, I don't really think the character has been given enough room to kind of explore who she is.
I hope that this does give her that, too. And it sounds like James Gunn's taking her in a whole different direction, which could be interesting to see. I saw in the chat, I don't know who it was, said cast Nicolas Cage. I would say cast Nick Cage as Jonathan Kent. That would be kind of cool. that'd be fucking dope if you ask me. It'd be fun. It'd be poetic in a lot of ways. He would be right there with, raising young Clark. I think it'd be really cool. That's all I'm saying. Or Jor-El. You make him Jor-El too. That'd be fucking awesome too.
Yeah, honestly, I think Jor-El would be perfect for Nick Cage. I think
How
that's
good would
a
that
really
be?
good point. I don't think he would want to do a Pa Kent. I just don't see, like, the man is so infatuated with the idea of being Superman, and you don't get more Superman if you can't be Superman than Superman's father. So I think Jor-El,
he can still fly.
Nick Cage would be so nice. I don't think it's going to happen. But hey, James Gunn, fan of the show, right? So who knows?
Yeah. Maybe listen. Sabrina, what do you think about this? Do you think that this is great casting? Are you excited to hear about Supergirl moving forward this early before her actual standalone movie? Or again, is it one thing they were putting too much in this? And do you think that the fan backlash about Sasha's not casting at all and not even having any kind of, thought that she could be Supergirl again is problematic? Or do you think it's fine that James Gunn's moving on and starting anew with a new DCU and a new Supergirl?
A lot of questions. I feel like the fact that he is rebooting the universe, it totally explains why he's not using her again for the same character, right? Like I don't really think that needs explaining. It's been a huge thing with their. It's the same thing like the 78 part fucking the whole thing that they did with Star Wars, the whole thing that they did with Marvel, the whole thing that they do with DC. Like they feel the need to tell us what they're going to do for the next 42 years, and I don't really even need to know that. But thank you for the information. Can we go through? So basically, like I'm not confused as to why he didn't cast her. He's not casting anyone that did those parts. So I don't understand the outrage with that. Again, as Sean said, she did a great fucking job. She was spectacular. Yep. If she did come back, I'd be thrilled for it, but I'm not surprised that she's not, because it's a different fucking thing. Also, this chick, right by there, the Queen. Way. Oh yeah, there she is, right there. Look at you, Queen. Right there, Queen. You summoned her. Brian, didn't you work on that?
I did work on that. Yes, you can actually see me on season 1.
Season 1, you can see Brian.
I play Calista Flockhart. I play her assistant. So, or like, I guess something like that. Because I worked on it. I stood in for Jeremy Johns. I think that's his last name. I worked for him, and I doubled for him on the show too. Yeah, I worked the whole first season. It was fun.
Did that Supergirl join the Nexium cult? Is that one of them?
No, that was the Smallville. I don't think
so, Mike.
Smallville.
Yeah, that was Smallville. Yeah, you're thinking of Smallville. Yeah.
Allison,
good memory,
Allison
though.
something. Yeah. Allison.
It's a lot different.
Mack.
Allison Pill.
Allison Mack.
No, that's not right.
Right.
That's not right. So Sabrina, are you excited though? You think this is gonna be good to add to Superman Legacy, bringing her in this early?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not as versed in the comic books as everyone in the chat is, and as Sean is, obviously. I watched House of the Dragon. I honestly, like, when you show the picture of her, I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, I had to look and make sure it was like the child, because she's like
super young in it. She's super young.
She did a spectacular job playing the young version of that character. She really, really did. So I have faith in her. I think she's going to do a great job. I don't know what the role is going to entail, but I will say this. James Gunn is one director, and I'm not saying the only, but one director that is really fucking good at fleshing out female characters. Look at what he did with Harley Quinn, with Margot Robbie. Like, I think that he can. I mean, I know he didn't start with her, but like the Suicide Squad, the second one, she was like, her character was so much more fleshed out. She got so much more, like, she basically had her own B story the entire movie, even though it wasn't really 100% congruent with what was going on. Like, Idris Elba kind of led the A team, and she was kind of with Alter Carbon. What's that guy's name? Anybody? No?
Kinnaman.
Yes. Right? Well, who I also love. I didn't like him at first, but I love him. But I
finally warmed on him too after that Apple series.
Right?
He's the best in RoboCop, everybody, right? RoboCop, everybody? No.
Maybe not that one. The Killers. Or The Killing. The Killing. If you want to Joel Kinnaman, see The Killing. Yes.
So good.
Zoe Saldana in and Nebula, who plays Nebula, she's also amazing in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I just feel like James Gunn handles female characters well, and if he does it right, I think this is a great actress to do that with. I think they're gonna probably hit the nail on the head with this one, honestly.
I think so too. I'm very intrigued. It's like because we know that the Lanterns are coming in too. We have her coming in. The Justice Society of America is apparently a part of this. There's a lot of different people going to be in this movie, and it's going to be maybe something at the end, or maybe something that's kind of there, and they're and then Superman kind of join. Who knows? There's a lot to figure out. Mike, what do you think? Is this good casting? Did you watch House of the Dragon? Are you excited to see Supergirl coming forward in this new DCU? And do you think that the time is it's appropriate for where they're at right now?
I didn't watch House of the Dragon, although I was curious. And after hearing all you guys give it pretty decent reviews, you guys in the chat, you can chime in. Let me know if that's worth my time to check out.
It was fine.
Watchable.
Second season's coming this summer.
Worth a binge, Yeah.
I'm a little bit concerned about the hierarchical nature of Kryptonian society. Like, why is a cousin being assigned to protect her cousin? Like, these seem like strange intrafamilial relationships to me.
Here goes the resident intellectual.
Yeah, spouting bullshit. I did like Sasha Kaye in Flash, but yeah, I think that was all that appearance was ever intended to. What are you doing with this gift, Brian? That was all. That only ever was going to be a one shot. So yeah, I don't know. Give her a chance. I don't know her from anything. She looks like a troll doll, kind of, to me.
Oh my God!
This is
no dig. This is no dig. I'm just saying she looks a little bit AI generated, just as is on the natch.
I see your point.
She's got the doll-like features, which is good for Supergirl. And of course, they're going to make 1 million plastic figurines out of her. So if she looks like a plastic figurine to start with,
you already have your own plastic figure, just walking around with your face. So congratulations.
And no hate. I'm not. I can't body shame a beautiful young girl. So don't take any hate from me. Anybody that hears that. Best of luck to them. Although I am curious.
To you, young lady who looks like a troll.
So we're gonna get some Green Lantern in this movie.
Yep. You're gonna get Green Lantern.
The thing is, the Lantern Corps, there is a lot of juice to be squeezed out of that orange, and they have fucked up really, really bad.
Nathan Fillion's gonna be Green Lantern in this. So yeah.
That's
so Nathan Fillion's coming.
I don't know.
Did you just throw up? What just happened?
Sean's bringing stuff later.
This is an omnibus of one of This is an omnibus of one of the best stories during Jeff Johns' take on Green Lantern. It was amazing. It did so much for the character and the lore and all that. And yes, if American audiences get to see 1% of what's been done in the comics with this character, it would be amazing. But yes, there's so much.
Isn't it a different version of him? It's not the regular Green Lantern that they've been exploring. It's like a different one. Like there's a Hal and
there's Guy Gardner, right?
Guy Gardner,
Guy Gardner, right? Yeah,
Guy Gardner.
And Guy Gardner, again, that whole character's got his own little world going on within himself too. Show off, cocky. Again, he's the guy that should have been Green Lantern, but he's a U of M grad. I don't know if you knew that about Guy Gardner.
There you go. I mean, he got close to going to the right school. He went close. It was very close. He could have gone to state.
Maybe if he went to Michigan State, he would have been the first Green Lantern.
Well,
it would have made a hell of a lot more sense if he would have gone to Michigan State, given that he's a Green Lantern.
Go Green.
He wasn't the blue and maize Lantern.
For you out there, 3 of us are Spartans, so there's 3 Spartans on the show right now.
He's been so many little green Wolverines throughout the year, and I just think it's hilarious.
I'll never forget at Michigan State when we had our quarterback, Jeff Smoker. Jeff Smoker was on the field, and the fans would chat. We're going there. It's like, go green, go white, go state. But when Smoker came out there, it was like, smoke green, snort white, go Smoker. Michigan State stuff, guys.
There you go.
Good quarterback. He was very, very well known that he did a lot of cocaine. That's it, Good for him. Hope he's doing well these days. Hope he's doing well. But Supergirl is moving forward, everybody. We have casting news finally, and of course, Millie's coming forward. Hopefully, she does a fantastic job. Again, she did a great job in House of the Dragon, and she was very young, and now she's growing. And James Gunn's like, this is the girl for my Supergirl. So I hope that what happens is she gets a bigger part.
Honestly.
I mean, you can't cast your wife as
She's too old. She's too old, but I love her. I fucking love her.
Yeah, but I don't think he could cast his wife as Supergirl. I guess he could, you know. Why not?
Rob
Why the fuck
Zombie
not?
casts his wife in every fucking thing that he does. Like, I mean, of course you can.
That's
what
Rob
people do.
Zombie. Rob Zombie can do whatever the fuck he wants at this point.
Yeah, he really can.
She's got a great role already on Peacemaker.
On Peacemaker,
and a
yeah.
good
She's
character,
yeah.
so
Spectacular.
she's done fantastic already. Yeah,
She's got a fucking, and then she's popping in other movies
She's
too.
also not really a
And so
girl. You know,
she's fine. Yeah, she's a woman.
Little old.
A very
for
beautiful
girl.
woman. She's not old. She's a very lovely human being.
For a girl,
That's a woman
I mean-
that's beautiful, and she's kicking ass and taking names, as though we do on Cruise Control with James Gunn by her side. So good for her. Happy, joy, only for her. That's all I'm saying. But Sasha's gone. We have a new Supergirl coming in. We have Millie coming in. And I know people are fired up about it, but I think give her a chance. Give James Gunn a chance. His first movie hasn't even come out yet for his new DCU. It'll come out next year when that
Patience,
does.
people.
Hopefully it's going to dominate, and James Gunn will continue forward and save the DCU. Or it'll get sold to somebody else, and then we'll be talking about a new fucking reboot later. But we'll see what happens.
Reboot.
Supergirl's coming. Get excited about it, because we are.
Yo, player, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pep Star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.